Welcome to my channel. Right now I'm actually going to look up the top 10 scary ghost videos to ruin sleepy time. And this is brought to you by freaking Nukes-Top 5. I'll be putting a link to this video in my description below. And without further ado, let's get started.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Lurking in the woods. Justin Finder's TikTok account is dedicated to cars, bikes, do-it-yourself projects, and his family. Absolutely nothing paranormal or supernatural. However, 3 months ago, Justin bought himself a 2002 Nissan Xterra and filmed himself as he installed brand new reverse lights.
Today I'm putting some rear LED lights on my Nissan Xterra. These are the flush mount LEDs I bought off of eBay. They're pretty cheap. The lights are installed. I'm gonna take them back out and paint the bumper.
So one of Justin's viewers
Oh, I have to say, that's actually pretty good work. This guy knows what he's doing.
asks how well the reverse lights work at night. And Justin drives out into the dark woods near a lake in North Carolina to show just how bright the lights are. His TikTok viewers are shocked when the reverse lights illuminate something downright chilling.
The lights are definitely functional, but unfortunately I live in a city and there are street lights everywhere. But I can find a place to go test them. Okay, I found some really dark woods. I just put some tinfoil over the reverse lights. So I'm gonna show you what the stock reverse lights look like, and then I'm gonna uncover them and show you what the added reverse lights look like. These are the stock reverse lights.
Literally can't see anything.
And these are the ones I just installed.
Wow.
Look how friggin' bright.
Hold on a sec here. Okay. On my last video I think it was last Saturday, there was another video that was just like this. It said it was a dude in the woods testing out his flashlight. So I don't know which one is the actual footage now. I don't know if the actual footage was supposed to be from the dude's flashlight video or this one. Okay.
Right, that is. This is amazing. Yeah, so these are not just for looks.
Okay. It's official. Don't bother going to my freaking previous video. This has to be the real one. Because that other video I was just talking about, all I did was just do the line of, look how bright the light is, and all of a sudden the video just cuts. So this has to be the official one.
Did you see it? As Justin turns on the lights, an arm wrapped around a tree can be seen sliding its way slowly out of sight. After many comments from freaked out viewers, Justin finally sees the arm and decides to go back to investigate during the day.
Okay, I'm leaving work. 2 blocks that way is where the arm was. Okay, this road goes down to the lake, which is right there, and a public boat landing. This is where my truck was backed in. Well, it's actually a path, and that is the tree with the stick leaned up against it. As you can see, people illegally dump stuff out here all the time. Mostly trash, but a lot of animal carcasses too. And this is the tree. And here we are behind the tree. It's where my Xterra was backed in. I'm about 5'10". I'm not a very superstitious person, so you're not gonna get much out of me. I just think, if anything, somebody back here.
Now, even after all of that, Justin still believes the arm simply could have belonged to someone that happened to be out in the dark woods. But what do you think? Could it be a creature, a ghost, or perhaps even creepier, is it just someone hiding in the dark woods? Let me know down in the comments.
With the Sapphire Preferred card, earn 5 times total points on travel purchased through Chase. Live it up.
Cries from beyond. This next video was sent in by Nukes-Top 5 viewer Peter Canova. Peter explains in his email that his friend was remodeling a house in Des Moines, Iowa that had been abandoned for over 10 years. Peter's friend shared a chilling video that was recorded by a tile installer named Javier.
Si se escucha más. Estoy aquí en la casa de remodelación. Acabo de rellenar, hicimos ese shower y esto. Y desde hace rato vengo escuchando un llanto como de niño. Oigan. Pero el pedo es de que aquí en la casa esta pues, no hay. Está.
I don't know if you could actually hear this, but I believe you could hear it better with the headphones on, because I'm actually able to hear the child crying.
Están todos los cuartos vacíos. Y me da miedo ir al basement, pero deja checar. Porque allá afuera no hay nada.
Yeah, if it was nighttime, I would not go down in the basement. Screw that. Other than that, like, I'm pretty sure that must be a quiet neighborhood. And since the house is under construction, so there's not that much, like, furniture. So I'm pretty sure he's just hearing neighbor's kids freaking crying. But I could always be wrong.
Hola.
It got a lot louder when you got closer to that door.
La verga. No hay nada. Güey, no mames.
Dude.
No mames.
The loud cries of a child can be heard coming from the basement. Javier checks every room but finds no one. Suddenly, there's an unexplained loud bang from somewhere, and Javier makes a run for it. Javier refuses to ever return to the house again.
Güey, no mames.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Oh dear. Terrence Leonio from Windsor, Ontario, Canada often goes out into the woods to record himself overtone singing for TikTok and YouTube. One day he decides to stream live, and as he starts to sing, he seems to capture the attention of a passing deer.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and now he's confused. Alright.
And there's the deer, but did you see it? Terrence seems to have caught the attention of something else lurking in the woods. Several strange, slim figures seem to be hiding in the trees behind the deer. Terrence's TikTok viewers believe the mysterious...
Alright, give me one sec here. So if we actually go back a bit, when he had the camera over at the deer, give me a sec. Yeah, right here you already see someone is passing by.
Alright.
Alright, I need to go actually a little further back. I know this sucks, but yeah.
For where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and now he's confused. Alright.
So there's already people out there wandering around. Alright, let's move on. Let me get a little more of this dude's. Let's just
These
go over
creatures
here.
could be cryptids, Sasquatch, or even skinwalkers. But what do you think Terrence's singing could have summoned from the deep Canadian woods? A doorway. This next bizarre clip comes from a small YouTube channel that is not even necessarily dedicated to ghost hunting or the supernatural. Partners Rain and Jenno post random videos to their personal channel, Sinister RP. These videos range from art and music to their own personal passion, which is exploring haunted places. Now, Rain and Jenno do not claim that they are, quote, professional ghost hunters. In fact, they are a bit skeptical themselves, and they even invite their viewers to debunk any paranormal evidence that they find.
When we go out, we don't always find the craziest stuff. I mean, let us know. I mean, let us know what you think. You know what I mean? By all means, if we can debunk this, I would love to be able to. And if we can't, I mean, I'd love that even more.
But there is one video in particular that even the couple and their YouTube viewers cannot explain. First, the couple captures some odd sounds in this abandoned farmhouse.
This time, we ended up capturing something else, something really weird. What the hell was that?
What? If you heard a squeak, I was...
No, I heard a bang. Hello?
Not much else happens, but then, by accident, the couple captures this. Did you see it? Some dark humanoid shape seems to appear near the door, and then quickly moves away and disappears into nothing. Rain and Jenno try to debunk the figure, and even invite their audience to do the same.
Now, of course, the first thing that's running through my head is, that might be one of her shadows, but... And that's what's still been going through my head, but I don't know. You know, everybody else now is saying, that's not your shadow. That has its own movement to it.
And if you watch, I move and it stays still. And then it moves and disappears.
But there is just no rational explanation. So, what do you think? Check out this full video over on the YouTube channel, Sinister RP.
STP ceramic oil treatment. Reduces friction for up to 15,000 miles.
I have to say that is actually kind of interesting. I've seen plenty of videos already throughout the years of seeing like apparitions moving. Either they're walking or floating. And that might just be the case. But yet again, who knows?
Urban exploration gone wrong. Urban explorer Andy Persons heads out to Albany, New York to see the old Tobin's First Prize Center, which is a meatpacking facility that was built in 1924 and was later left completely abandoned. Together with his two friends, he makes his way through the massive old crumbling factory, and he discovers something truly unnerving, because they might not be the only ones there.
This is the fun part.
See, when I was a teenager, even when we went out to go do like these kind of things like ghost hunting, I usually brought like a knife with me. You always want to be armed just in case freaking you end up running into freaking other people who are more... You just never know their intentions. You never know. The world is not like it's like a big safety bubble. It's not. It's way harsher than you could imagine. So, if you ever go out exploring, make sure you have something to defend yourself. Once again, just to defend yourself. Don't go straight up, harming others just because. Alright, let's move on.
So this is where things kind of got a little weird. we were coming down these staircases, and I shined my flashlight to the left, and out of the corner of my eye, all I could see was someone in a black trench coat quickly rush over through the door and hide in the corner.
Yeah, I saw that on the left-hand side.
I shined my flashlight down the elevator shaft that was right next to me, and all of a sudden, we all started hearing a bunch of voices and just people that were inside of the walls. We just decided to get out there pretty quickly and let them be.
A man who seems to be wearing a dark trench coat quickly disappears out of sight. Then the group hears voices coming from the walls all around them. Spooked by the creepy event, they decide to just get out of there. Now, whether what they caught is paranormal, I'm not sure. But as I've said before, sometimes real people are much more frightening.
Yeah, truth be told, actual people is far more frightening than in many cases. So, if anything, most likely that building, that old factory, I think that's what he was saying. Most likely, people were actually just taking shelter there. That's it. Actually, there's plenty of places around, like, you know, abandoned houses, freaking, yeah, just abandoned buildings altogether. People will take shelter there when times are rough.
Anyway, you can watch the entire exploration of this creepy abandoned factory over on the YouTube channel, Andy Persons. Through the Looking Glass. Late one night, TikTok user Apple DeCastro decides to weigh herself on a scale in her family home in the Philippines. She stands in front of a mirror, and what happens next is truly bizarre. Apple's reflection in the mirror seems to move out of time with her body. Now, of course, this could just be a weird CCTV compression glitch, but her brother Joshua actually sees it happen with his own eyes. Another camera angle records his reaction.
Alright, before we go any further on this video, I have some interesting things to say about mirrors. Because if you actually watch my previous video, my first one I brought up last Saturday, I can't exactly tell you the date because I'm kind of brain dead right now. But and many like texts I have actually read through and that I have actually looked into is in a way the world is actually, I have to say, when you look at your reflection in the mirror, it's actually a completely different, not completely different, but what if when you're looking into the mirror, it is a reflection of our world, but what if it's actually a reflection of another world as well? What if we're in the reverse and other side of that mirror is not? Back then, people actually used mirrors for scrying, which I don't know if you have actually heard of it, but scrying is spelled with S-C-R-Y-I-N-G, scrying. And I could be wrong if someone actually knows the correct terminology, or yeah, if I'm wrong with any of my information, please do comment down below. they would use it to bring about a deity to tell them their future or be connected to a past loved one, or see the events that will unfold on someone else. That kind of thing. It was like the crystal ball that fortune tellers would use. But another interesting thing I will put on top of that, before mirrors, it was actually the reflection of water at nighttime from the moon. Interesting stuff. But yeah, if I'm wrong about any of this information, please do comment down below. I appreciate it. It's been a long time since I looked into this kind of stuff.
Joshua can't believe what he's seeing and he quickly goes to warn his sister. Together, they check the footage recorded by their CCTV cameras and post their creepy experience to TikTok. So could this be a glitch in the Matrix? A haunted mirror? Or just a really, really strange camera glitch? As always, I leave it to you to decide. No entry. As with most Japanese videos, I have no idea what the source is for this next creepy clip. The clip shows two guys approaching an old school building that is under renovation and is allegedly haunted. Even though there's tape at the entrance saying no entry, the two friends step inside anyway. What happens next is absolutely terrifying. A mysterious woman wearing a white dress silently approaches the two friends from the darkness. She seems to have no visible arms. The two guys run in fear and scream for help. What happens next, we'll just never know. And whether the footage is real or not, that's up for you to decide. Either way, the clip is chilling.
They said this was in like Japan, because if anything, it's usually I can't say a lot of folklore, but a lot of times it always is a lady in white with long hair over their faces, and I believe the terminology may be yokai. I could be wrong on that, but I have zero clue what type of ghost or entity this could be. But yet again, like the creator here would say, it could be a hoax.
Night shift. This next spooky video was sent in by Nukes-Top 5 viewer Zoe from Perth, Australia. Zoe says that she's a registered nurse working the night shift at a nursing home. She says that there is one particular room in the nursing home that gives the entire staff the creeps. The staff says that they feel watched while in the room, and that the room often feels extremely cold for no reason. Some have even witnessed chairs moving around by themselves. One night, Zoe and the rest of the staff are gathered in the office when they notice something very strange on the CCTV.
Oh.
The lights in the room start to flicker and dim in a bizarre pattern, and then some dark shape seems to pass in front of the camera, not once, but twice. Now, could this be something paranormal, or just a strange lighting malfunction?
Alright. So, if what I could think, that camera was most likely in, like, the top corner of the room. And as you can see, the figure, it kind of looks like it has to be, like, on their side that's passing by. So whatever that is, it's either A, floating, or B, it is straight walking by there. And from my understanding with supernatural things, like if you actually checked out my last video, I think I might have talked about it. I was looking into this stuff for a very long time, like when I was like 21, 22. Right now I'm 32. So I've been looking into that kind of stuff for a long time. Well, not just ghosts, but various other things. But from what I understand is that strong entities will actually start sucking up electricity, like anything that has that, to empower it itself, and also it feeds off of emotions. Depending on what kind of entity, spirit it is, it will take whatever emotions it can get. But the easiest one they can get is definitely fear. And the more energy you could get from that, and of course, like I said, electricity, it could actually start moving objects around, and maybe even, well, possession. But yeah, let's keep going.
And just what are those two dark shapes? Tell me what you think. The Boy Next Door. Paranormal investigators K&L from the YouTube channel K&L Ghost Hunters spend the night at the historic Red Lion Hotel in Colchester, England. Built way back in 1465, it's no surprise that the hotel has a long history of tragic events and paranormal activity. Just to give one example, several hundred years ago, a horrible fire ravaged the hotel and took the lives of several young children. These days, it's said that the spirit of a young boy wanders the restaurant of the hotel. He is often seen and photographed by guests. Most of all, the spirit of the young boy is often seen by children. K and L leave a static camera.
Well, the main thing is, when it comes down to children being able to see freaking the things that adults cannot see, is from what I could, I must well say guesstimate, but from what various other authors and people who've been in this kind of field for very long time, it's because babies, infants, and children are more in tune with I would say the other side, is mainly because their minds are still developing, and so their minds are actually more able to see and hear things that's beyond our recognition, I should say. I don't know. I might be kind of chopping this up a little too much. Maybe. But yeah, if you have kids and they're seeing things or hearing things that you don't, it's not that they are making it up, or you need to take them to the doctor, maybe something's wrong with them. It's more of something is there. So maybe you have to find some things to help elevate that stress from the children and trying to keep whatever entities are there away from affecting them in some way, shape, or form, good or bad.
To record in the restaurant as they investigate the basement of the hotel. Later, when they check their footage, they are shocked by what they've caught. A small head about the height of a young child can be seen peeking through the glass windows of one of the restaurant doors. Paranormal investigators K&L believe that they might have captured the spirit of the young boy that guests claim to have seen over the years. But what do you think this small figure could be? Let me know. You can watch this entire investigation and many more over on the YouTube channel K&L Ghost Hunters. Dead in the water. In another strange video shared to the internet without a source, someone can be seen taking off their shoes after having walked through a waterfall in Malaysia and discovering small clumps of leeches stuck to their feet. And if that isn't horrifying enough, there's something else in this video that's very disturbing.
I'm not necessarily going to say that's kind of gross, but what's worse is actual ticks. Ticks are, oh god.
Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen sitting on a rock inside the waterfall. Whoever or whatever it is appears to be wearing a white dress and has long dark hair.
I don't know, I'm kind of skeptical on this one. Okay,
And
whatever.
dark arms. Now, without a source, it's impossible to establish whether this footage is real, fake, or even explainable. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching my upload schedule.
Alright, I just want to go over that last one because it just popped in my head. You know what? I would think that someone might have just left freaking a jacket or whatever and it's just stuck on a branch. And whatever this looks like a dress, it might be just water runoff from hitting that jacket or shirt or towel. So, okay.
Schedule is kind of weird these days, so please hit the subscribe. My Instagram is there. My Twitter is there. And tickety talk. Hopefully, I'll see you back here next time.
Yeah, go ahead. If you actually are enjoying this video, hit up his channel, look through his, videos and see if you actually will subscribe to the guy or not. But speaking of that, I actually have watched this dude's videos in the past before on my other account, but I'm still gonna like and subscribe his stuff anyways, because I actually wanted to see more of his videos. But that's all I have for you today. If you are liking what I am bringing out so far, please do hit a like on this video and please do subscribe. I really would appreciate it. And again, the link to this video will be down below. And that's all I got for you. Take care.